Hi, this is Phil Stewart from Hybrid Me doing a very short video today talking you through my golf simulator at home and how it's been designed using the components that Hybrid Me sell today. I'm going to get straight onto it and talk you through each of these components in turn. There will be separate videos comparing and reviewing technology in each of these sections coming up shortly. The first thing you're going to need is some kind of launch monitor. Hybrid Me are a reseller for SkyTrak. You actually buy the SkyTrak directly through the Sky Golf site. However, you enter the Hybrid Me coupon and that enables me to be recognised as a reseller. And if you are buying a SkyTrak, if my videos are useful, please do so, because otherwise I don't get any recognition for any of the work we're doing here. SkyTrak is the most affordable launch monitor in the market today. You'll be spending just over £2,000 RRP to get the SkyTrak, a metal protection case, and to be able to buy or subscribe to one of their packages to interface the SkyTrak with a driving range or with third-party software. And if you're using third-party software, I heartily recommend Jack Nicklaus Perfect Golf. In my opinion, it's by far and away the best solution on the market today for being able to accurately play golf on recreations of courses all around the world. There's around 200 courses available currently. Also, it enables you to take part in a world tour and enter weekly competitions through the great work that onlinegolftour.net are doing, where you can pay a very small subscription charge of about I think it's $20 per 6 months. And it'll enable you to take part in all of the competitions, track your stats, and be part of a world tour. If you are using Jack Nicklaus Perfect Golf, having some kind of touchscreen monitor is ideal because it accepts the touchscreen for being able to aim and set your target down the fairway. You can do the same thing with setting lie carry distances and what kind of distance you'd like for the next approach shot. And it really lends itself to being able to use the touchscreen monitor. You can map additional buttons if you don't have all of the icons available from the touchscreen interface using third-party software, and again I can talk to you about that. So Jack Nicklaus is great, and if you are looking at a touchscreen monitor, this is a 27-inch touchscreen monitor that Hybrid Me sell and can make available. It's going to cost about £350 to source that monitor. You of course also going to need some software to run it on. I'm using a gaming laptop. A gaming laptop is going to cost you a lot more money for the equivalent power within a desktop unit. So if you don't need the laptop and portability, I'd recommend you go with a gaming desktop. If you don't want to be getting involved with specifying your own computer, we've done that for you, and there's one available at £1,150, which has all of the processing power and graphics card requirements to comfortably run software such as Jack Nicklaus Perfect Golf or the Golf Club or whatever your choice of software is. If you'd like higher end components, if you do want the gaming laptop, again, we can customize that build for you. Please get in touch and we'll come back with a very competitive quotation. As well as obviously having your PC, you're going to need some kind of HDMI cables and connectivity to your projector. The choice of projector comes down to how far away from the screen it's going to be mounted, what resolution you'd like to run. Obviously lumens and the brightness is very important. My recommendation is you don't really want to be going much below 3000 lumens, and generally more is better. The further it can be mounted away from the screen in general, the cheaper it will be to be able to source a projector that will do your job. And a lot of the time you may not need to spend much more than £600 to £800, £900 for a projector to do the job comfortably and give you that immersive golf experience. If you know the size of your screen, if you know the kind of resolution, let us know if it's going to be multi-purpose for your home cinema room or maybe for gaming. This is what I'm thinking, a racing cockpit for being able to do racing as well in the simulator, which is quite a nice little add-on. So please get in touch. We can help you source a projector at the best possible price. Beyond that, we then need things like the enclosure. So we're going to go on to the hitting mat now. I'm going to just cover the screen first and then I'll go on to hitting mat. Choice of screen can be very important. There's premium screens available that can cost over £1,000, and I'm actually showing two screens here. We have an archery weave, one on the right, and in front of that we have a premium quality impact screen. I recommend that most people start with their first build with an archery weave netting. The reason being, it's incredibly durable. It can take a lot of punishment before it will show any wear and tear. I've had this one for about 2 years and it's not really showing many marks at all. And you'll see if I get close up, there are little holes in it showing the kind of mesh design. And yes, you're going to lose a little bit of light bleed through there and the image is going to be a little bit coarser for that reason. However, when you're stood back playing golf, the image is more than acceptable and it will be incredibly durable and give you protection if you've got any kind of walls or glass through the backside. I've actually got sliding glass doors behind the screen, so it's really important I had a very durable material to give me protection. Now that would cost you, probably for most people with a kind of 4x3 type screen, it'll cost no more than about £200 to get an archery weave net. And if you do want that high quality image, Then you can add a premium impact screen material. This is a far denser material, and it doesn't have the kind of mesh holes in it. You can actually see the individual pixels coming from the projector, and it gives a much smoother image. It's great if you're going to also be using this for home cinema, and it is a higher cost. So please get in touch if you would like to actually add that to your home simulator. At the moment, I'm not actually finishing this material. I simply have it folded over on the sides and attached to the archery netting using tarp clips. A really low cost way of doing it. I do the same thing at the top. And the other benefit of the archery netting is that it's actually got eyelets the whole way around it, which enables you to tension it, to fix it to the wall or to your frame if that's what you're using. And I've got a tensioned steel rope going from the right wall to the left wall. And that rope probably cost me no more than £10 to be able to get that secured, tensioned using a tensioning tool. And then I can just hang the archery netting across the top and then hang the premium impact screen material in front of it. So I hope that's given you an indication on the screen. I'm going to quickly put the lights on to talk about the mats. So hitting mats are very important. Do you want something incredibly forgiving that will kind of like skid the club through and give you a little bit more forgiveness? Things like the True Strike is very good for that. You can also obviously get some kind of cheaper mats, and you'll see the club head kind of just skid through at impact. On the other hand, if you're working on ball striking, many people are familiar with the Country Club Elite mat and the Real Feel mat from the US. I've imported this. It's a very dense material, and it allows you to insert a real tee, and it severely punishes fat shots. After a while, I figured it has helped me with ball striking, but I wanted to find something for the UK market that gives a similar feeling, but with a little bit more forgiveness. And this is where the T35 turf that Hybrid Me resell comes in. Again, it's a very deep pile. It allows you to insert a real tee, like so, and it gives a very nice roll when you're going to be putting, if you're taking part on the simulator tour and things like that, so it gives a true roll. And it allows you to hit through, still punishes fat shots, and I think this is a great mat available, and it's a fraction of the price of the Country Club Elite mat. So a T35 mat in this, which is 1.5 metres by 3 metres, will cost about £500. Of course, if you want a smaller mat or just a hitting strip, then that's going to be a fraction of that cost, and we'll be happy to provide a quotation for you. But it gives you a great option for the UK market for being able to set up your simulator mat. And beyond that, you need an enclosure. Many people build a kind of steel frame or aluminium frame, and then they can put the kind of netting around it or their curtains down the side. I've actually gone for an even lower cost option. My first build did actually have a frame, which people may have seen on the previous website. But I've got some side netting. This is high impact golf netting. Just goes up the side, over the ceiling, and down on the right side. And it means I can protect my walls as long as I give myself enough space and tension it. The right wall, left wall can be protected. The ceiling's protected from any kind of lob wedges or any kind of sky drivers. And that netting alone will probably cost you, for this strip, which is 3 metres by about 11 metres, it's going to cost about £150. So again, if you're looking at smaller sections, it's a good option. I always recommend you have at least one extra protection of netting at the back. So if you do decide that you just have your impact screen, it should be supported by netting behind it. In my case, it's the archery netting. And if you're only going with one net, then again, I would put something behind. So I use the impact screen netting actually behind my archery net as well, just in the case that in a year's time, 2 years' time, if for any reason or any issue comes where I do punch a hole through that netting, I know that the glass is going to be protected by an extra barrier. Again, you can decide whether that's important just depending on your room. So I hope that's been useful. I think I've talked you through all of the kind of key components. If we can help with anything further, please let me know. We'd love to be part of your golf simulation project, and feel free to phone up if you just want to bounce any ideas off us. I'm an enthusiast first and foremost, and hopefully we'll see you on tour soon. Thanks for your time. Cheers, bye.